Welcome to Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis. Today, the Pro, Speed Pro. Stay tuned. Hey guys, do you need help organizing your tennis life? Well, think Go. We got the Axiom line here, the 9-pack duffel, my favorite bag, the 9-pack Axiom 2.0. They even make a 12-pack if you're going on tour. And my favorite backpack of all time. I love that bag. So if you want to organize your tennis life, think Go. All right, guys, Speed Pro today. New face of Speed Pro, Yannick Sinner. He's endorsing it now, and he's recommending that you use it just because he uses it. Yeah. Anyways, 100 square inch head, 23 millimeter thickness, 10.9 unstrung, so we're looking at about 11.5-ish strung. And that's without the overgrip. Constant beam. Auxetic 2 on it for more feel. They have this kind of a dull finish, matte finish. Some might say lacquer finish that gives it a nice little slightly dampened feel. 18 by 20 string pattern, guys. We got 52 tension on it with a poly. Excited to try it. Let's go. Speed Pro.
I like the cosmetics.
Cosmetics good. Matte finish I don't know about.
It's okay.
But how did it feel?
I think overall it felt like a different racket. It didn't feel like the previous generation. It felt more controlled, that's for sure. That's the first thing I noticed about this racket. It felt controlled. It felt a tad bit lighter than the old one. I think they dropped it by 0.2 and they redistributed the weight, which I felt. Surprisingly, knowing speeds, they're more playable and they actually have a little more pop, but this version actually has more control. So in order to get power off of it, you actually kind of have to time the swing really well. And really generate and find that sweet spot. This is actually, it's still playable. And I'm not saying it's not playable as the last version. It's still playable. It's just something to get used to. I think when you play more with this racket and you find out where the sweet spots are, you'll definitely find the zones that you are looking for. It took me a while to kind of understand the racket, and then there's a few balls that I felt like I really punished. But I wouldn't say I dislike it nor love it. I think it's something that, if you're a speed user, you will definitely take some time to kind of readjust where the hit spots are, and then afterwards you'll feel comfortable playing with it.
No, I agree with you. I feel like if you used the previous version of this and you wanted a little more speed with your plow, this is the update for you.
Yes.
Yeah, it kind of comes through a little quicker.
So yeah,
but
near the finish, it does come a little quicker.
Correct. And then when you strike it, there's definitely more feel to it. They put the auxetic in the handle and in the butt here, so there's more enhanced.
Yeah, it does. The feel is there. It's less muted. I mean, it's less muted on this version versus the other version.
Which we like.
With the previous edition, but it's something to get used to. I think for me, I like the feel of it. I think it's just kind of like, for me, I'm not a speed user, so I have no idea. But for the sweet spots and stuff, because it says it's an 1820, it's a little tough to play with because I'm a 1619 user. But when you found it and you found sweet spots, it pretty much just went all the way through.
Yeah, it's not as launchy. That's the thing. That's what we noticed.
Yes, it's not as lively. You
have to flatten it out and hit through a little bit more. It doesn't take off at the same trajectory as like a 1619 would. So you kind of have to hit through it a little harder.
So this is like a true 18 by 20, I think. I mean, there's a lot of 18 by 20s that are kind of react like a 1619 way, but this was like a pure traditional 1820 that you have to hit through.
This is not that, yeah, for sure. Like some of the 1820s we used
were forgiving.
We were like surprised that it was an 1820. You know when you hit this one, it's an 18 by 20.
Yeah.
And you will definitely get the control and the feel from this frame. So I feel like they gave you control, they gave you feel, and now they gave you a little bit of speed. Hence the name.
Yeah, so they definitely give you the speed to at least plow through and finish through your stroke. So I think, for an update, I think it's a great update. I think it's an update to get used to. That's the biggest thing that I would say.
Definitely. So if you're a pro user, this will probably be a natural fit for you and an easy change too.
Yeah.
All right. Coach Geau, thanks for testing out the new Speed Pro with me.
Of course.
All right. Where can we find you, bud?
You can find me at AGU.tennis. I'll also be posting content there as well.
All right. Guys, thank you for watching Tennis Spin, where we put our spin on your tennis.